Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hilary Braley presiding. To the device ending in 3058. You're on the telephone. You've just been let in. Can you please tell me your name?
Tierra Malcolm.
Now calling case number 24W000005. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Tierra Malcolm. Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning. Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Morning.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Rigiels with and on behalf of Tierra Malcolm.
Thank you. And Ms. Malcolm, can you please state your name for the record?
Tierra Malcolm.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. So this was a citation dated January 1st, 2024 that charged that you operated a motor vehicle on Harris Road at Village Grove Road with no operator's license on your person. I do see that your license appears to be expired.
Yes, I do have an appointment for that on the 27th at 6 at the Secretary of State location in Ann Arbor.
Okay, so tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Barnett?
You are no objection to an adjournment to allow her to go to that appointment and get a valid license.
Okay. So my next available pre-trial date is April 23rd.
Okay.
Okay. Does that work for everybody?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Then in that case, this matter will be adjourned to April 23rd. You keep working on getting your license, Ms. Malcolm. We'll see you back then.
At what time on the 23rd?
Oh, sorry. It'll be 9 a.m. again. Okay.
9 a.m. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. This hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom. Okay, now calling case number 19W006167. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Austin Brown.
Yes, ma'am.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Rigiels with and on behalf of Austin Brown.
Thank you. So today's the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. This was a citation dated July 3rd of 2019 that charged that you operated a motor vehicle on Michigan at or near Ridge while your license was suspended. I do see that you have a valid license now.
Yes.
Your Honor, in light of that fact, we'd make the following offer. We would amend add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. He could admit responsibility to that civil infraction. I would dismiss the original misdemeanor charge. The civil infraction is a $180 fine with 0 points.
Is it my turn now? Sorry.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. If it is okay with my client, I would recommend accepting that offer.
Yes, ma'am. I completely agree.
Okay. Give me just a moment, please. Okay, let me just. Okay, so you are accepting the prosecutor's offer of the civil infraction, the reduced charge to impeding traffic with the $180 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
No, he just submits a
Okay.
response. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I wasn't looking at the
Oh,
chat.
that's okay. Okay, so Mr. Brown, you are accepting responsibility for this reduced charge of impeding traffic, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That is just a civil infraction, so there are no criminal penalties associated with that, all right? It's the $180 fine. You are hereby sentenced to pay that to the 14B District Court. How much time do you think you need?
It's 180, you said.
Yes.
I, in all honesty, should be able to get it paid to today, but if I could just have until the end of the week just to make sure I'm safe, but in realistically, should be paid by end of day today.
Okay. So in that case, I'll set a show cause date as a control date of April 30th, assuming that amount is paid off before that date. That hearing will be canceled, but that way we can check in with you if it is not. Okay.
Okay, sounds perfect.
Okay, thank you. In that case, this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Okay, thank you, you too. Now calling case number 20W002525. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Sandra Hayes. Appearances for the record, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with and on behalf of Sandra Hayes.
Thank you, Ms. Hayes. Can you please state your name for the record?
Sandra Hayes.
Okay, thank you. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial. In this matter, there's a citation dated July 4th of 2020 that charged that you operated a motor vehicle on Oregon at or near Russell while your license was expired. So I am seeing at this point that your license is not valid. It looks like you appeared before me on February 27th. And I suspect we adjourned it because you were working on getting your license. Can you tell me what's going on?
I'm on my way to go and because I got to take the test all over again and I have to pay the reinstatement fee. And I'm on my way to go do that right now this morning.
Okay.
I'm in the process of getting them. I know I got to take the road test too. So I'm going to take my written test because they told me that I have to start all the way back over to get them reinstated. And then I have to pay the $125 reinstatement fee. And so that's my first step right now. And if they let me go ahead and do my road test soon, then if I could get it done today, I would do it today, but I don't think that's the process.
Okay.
There are no objection to an adjournment to allow her to finish.
Okay, then what I am going to do this time, ma'am, is set you out a bit farther just so that you have a chance to actually get all of this handled, okay? Mr. Burnett, are you amenable to the June 25th date?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Hayes.
Fine.
So this matter is being adjourned to June 25th. That will be at 9 a.m. That will be another pre-trial in front of me over Zoom. Okay, and hopefully by that point you'll have gotten all the tests and everything out of the way. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you are very welcome. Good luck with those. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 23W003445. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Latasha Henderson. Appearances for the record, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Latasha Henderson.
Okay, Ms. Henderson, can you, thank you.
Latasha Henderson.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. So I've got a citation dated August 25th of 2023 that charges you operated a motor vehicle on E-Course Road at or near Harris Road while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. I am seeing that your license, excuse me, is still currently suspended.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that something that you are working on?
Yes, ma'am, I'm working on it. I'm a victim of identity theft, like I told the previous judge. There's not only just traffic violations in my name, but there has been multiple other things in my name that I've been severely affected by. And I've been working tremendously trying to get these things taken care of. It's just a matter of having the financial means to be able to afford how to get everything cleared up. Some things I was able to get cleared up without having money or whichever to do it. But some things are costing me money.
So I am looking at your driving record. So there's a citation from 2014 that appears to be keeping you suspended. Actually, there's a handful of. So, okay, Mr. Barnett.
I don't object to another adjournment to allow her to continue to work on that. It's unfortunate that she's a victim of identity theft, so I'll give her that opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 citations that appear to be keeping you suspended. Okay, so, and that's what you're working on at this point? You've got all
Yes,
those.
ma'am. I'm
cases
working on paying off as much as that as I can. I'm trying to get all of the monies so that I can care for that, and hopefully I will be able to get that taken care of. Are those citations that you're seeing, are they in Wayne County still, or is there something else?
So there are a handful if you want to. Because I don't, it would take me a little while to find them and I need to keep the docket moving. at this point? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
you
ma'am.
may be able to call here. You may also be able to call the Secretary of State and get which things are actually keeping you suspended and where they're out of. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So what I am going to do then, we'll adjourn this to July 23rd. So that'll be July 23rd, 2024. That will be at 9 a.m. in front of me again. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But I think at that point, we'll try to come to some sort of resolution so that we're not adjourning this again.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So hopefully that will give you enough time. If you don't have any questions, this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a blessed day, you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Now calling case numbers 23W004345A and B. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Tiara Brewington. Appearances.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Tiara Brewington.
Thank you, Ms. Brewington. Please unmute and state your name for the record.
Tiara Brewington.
Okay, thank you. So this citation's dated November 8th, 2023, and charges that on or about that date you operated a motor vehicle on Textile Road at or near McKean Road with an expired plate, and while your license was expired. I do see that you have a valid license, and it appears that your registration is also up to date.
Yes.
Mr. Barnett?
Your Honor, the expired plate is that matter in default? Because it just shows review payment on my docket.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
So if that's the case, I'll simply dismiss the expired license and she can take care of paying off the expired plate ticket.
Okay. Ms. Virgils, did you want to explain?
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. If it is okay with my client, I would recommend accepting that offer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. $205. Okay. So, Ms. Burlington, you owe $205 on the expired plate ticket. Do you have some idea when you can have that paid?
Can I get at least a month?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'll do is set a control date.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
So that will be May 28th. If it's paid before that date, that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So the matter ending in 4345B is being dismissed by the prosecutor. And your control date again is May 28th. So if you don't have any questions, if nobody has anything else, this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now calling case number 23W002587. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Cecil Barham Jr. Appearances for the record.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Rigiels with and on behalf of Cecil Farham.
Okay, thank you. He's not connected to audio yet. Just a moment, we're waiting for people to connect to audio.
Can't hear.
How many cars were on the bridge at the time?
Okay, I can hear you.
Mr.
Hello?
Farham, can you state your name?
Cecil Frem.
Okay, thank you. So today's the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. What I have is citation dated June 22nd of 2023 that charges that on North Hewitt Road at or near Congress, you operate a motor vehicle with no operator's license on your person. I am seeing that you do not have a valid license.
I have to pay for my license in Ohio. I'm waiting on a decision from my Social Security because my doctor didn't want me to work. And that's all I'm waiting on is the decision, and then I can pay the ticket, and I'll get my license back.
So I am seeing that this has been going on for a little while. When do you anticipate having some news about this?
I'm just waiting on a decision from Social Security. That's all I'm waiting for. I can pay it. I don't have nobody to help me out to pay the ticket. My mom already helped me out with some of my bills, so that's all I'm waiting. I can't work because of my legs. I can barely stand for a long period of time.
No objection to one final adjournment, Your Honor. I understand this has been going on for a while. We do need to resolve it, but wouldn't object to one final adjournment.
So, Mr. Farham, do you have any idea how long it's going to be to get an answer from Social Security?
I don't know. I can see if my doctor can see if she can get some information. I'm just waiting on yes or no.
I'll put you on the July date. Okay, that will be the last adjournment, July 23rd.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So that'll be July 23rd, 9 a.m. in front of me, and this hearing's concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay.
Pests and rotting beans can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be
Mr. Bigham, can you have the jail unmute, please? Now calling case numbers 17W011367, 21W000266B, 20W003403, 17W009246, 04W160373, and 21W000266A. Those are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Robert Bigham. Appearances.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Robert Bigham.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bigham, state your name for the record, please.
Yes, my name is Robert Bigham.
Okay, thank you. So today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter ending in 1367. And 266A.
That's what these cases is for. I'm trying to figure out what these tickets are for.
Okay. So the two matters that are set for pretrial, the one ending in 1367 is for an expired license dating back to November 20th of 2017. And the matter ending in 266A is dated February 8th, 2021, and that's for driving with your license suspended, revoked, or denied.
All right, man, I've been locked up for 15 days now. I did 8 days before. I did 8 days 2 weeks ago. I just came back, and I've been locked up for a total of 25 days now. And ain't no way I get time served on someone.
Mr. Barnett.
Your Honor, I'm just wondering what his license status is.
My license served before I came here. I had to pay one more ticket to get my license back. I had no insurance. I just contacted the Secretary of State in Lansing. She said I had to pay a no insurance ticket. And all I had to pay was a reinstatement fee to get my license back.
Yeah, it is showing is still suspended.
Yeah, I guess here's what I'm willing to do. With respect to the latest case, 22W266A, which is a driving with license suspended, I would reduce that to a no operator's license on person, still a misdemeanor offense. In exchange for a plea of guilty to that charge, I would dismiss the original charge. I'll dismiss the other case that's pending, which is the 17W11367. I have no objection to an immediate sentence with credit for time served.
Okay.
Mr. Bigham, if it's okay with you, I would recommend accepting those offers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Barnett, you are dismissing the matter ending in 1367.
Correct.
And you are offering the lesser charge of no operator's license on person. The other
That-
matter.
Also correct.
Okay, thank you.
And so the record is clear that the PAC code on the added count of no operator's license on person is 257.311. It is a 90-day and or $100 fine offense with 0 points.
Okay, Mr. Bigham, so you want to plead guilty to the reduced charge of no operator's license on your person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is actually. Okay, is anyone forcing you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And you understand that if your plea is accepted, you are waiving your right to remain silent, your right to a trial by judge or by jury, your right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt, and your right to be represented by an attorney after these proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you do want to waive each of those rights?
Yes.
And on February 8th of 2021, were you operating a motor vehicle on Ida Avenue at or near Morris Avenue?
Yes.
And did you not have a license?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You. So the court accepts this plea. It is freely and voluntarily given, and there is a factual basis for acceptance of the plea. You are hereby sentenced to time served.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It's actually quite easy. I thought myself. But when I saw the case.
The other matters were all set for show cause hearings because you owe money on them. Got the balance immediately at hand, so.
I'm all set.
He says, hey,
Say that again?
I said, so I'm all set.
You are for today, yes.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. This hearing is concluded. Now calling case number 22W000850. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Jessica Yoder. Appearances for the record, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergios with and on behalf of Jessica Yoder.
I'm Jessica Yoder.
Date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I've got is a citation dated February 18th of 2022 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on South Huron Drive at or near Spring Street while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. And I am seeing that your license is still revoked.
Do we know how much credit she has? It appears she's incarcerated.
I've been here for a total of 41 days and I've been locked up total between Wayne and Washtenaw County for a total of 85.
The offer I would make in this case would be to amend, add account 2, no operator's license on her person, MCL 257.311. That's 90 days and or $100, but 0 points. She could plead guilty to that lesser charge. I would dismiss the original charge of driving with suspended license. I have no objection to a sentence of incarceration with credit for time served.
Thank you, Ms. Yoder. I would recommend taking that and ask Your Honor to go with the sentence of time served.
Yes.
Okay, so Ms. Yoder, you are pleading guilty to the lesser charge of no operator's license?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to plead guilty?
No.
And you're doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that if your plea is accepted, that you are waiving the right to remain silent, you are waiving the right to a trial by judge or by jury, you are waiving the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt, and you are waiving the right to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do want to waive each of those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And on February 18th of 2022, did you operate a motor vehicle without your license?
Yes, I did.
Okay. The court accepts the plea. It is freely and voluntarily made. There is a factual basis for acceptance of the plea, and at this time you are sentenced to time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay. This hearing is concluded and you are free to stand up and tell the jail you're finished.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment while this person connects to audio. Okay. Now calling case number 23W001145. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Kristen Hawkins.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with on behalf of Kristen Hawkins. Ms. Hawkins, can you state your name?
Kristen Hawkins.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I am seeing is a citation dated March 5th of 2023 that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on Huron at or near Joe Hall while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. I am seeing that you have a restricted license currently.
Yes, that is true. I think that first one was dismissed because the cop didn't show up to the court date, the officer.
Your Honor, given the fact that she has a valid but restricted license, I'll still move forward with my standard offer. That would be, I would amend, add account two, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That is a $180 fine, 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that civil infraction, I'll dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Ms. Hawkins, my advice to you would be to take that offer, admit responsibility, and have that ticket instead of the driving on a suspended license misdemeanor.
Okay.
Okay. So you are accepting responsibility for the lesser charge of impeding traffic?
Yes.
Okay, and then you are sentenced to pay the $180 fine.
Okay.
How much time do you need to pay that?
2 weeks.
Okay, so what I will do is set a control date of April 30th. So if the amount is paid in full before that date, that hearing will be canceled. If not, then we can check in and see what's going on at that
Okay,
point.
how would I go about paying that?
If you are paying in full, you can do so online at the 14B District Court website. Otherwise, you can bring in a payment or mail a payment if you're doing partial payments.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day.
You too. I'm not sure. Now calling case number 24W000426. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Whitney Ho. Appearances for the record, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Whitney Ho. Ms. Ho, can you state your name?
Whitney Ho.
Today's the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I have is a citation dated February 8th of 2024 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Gates Avenue at or near Tyler Road with an invalid license.
Yes. I was just picking up my sister, but I know I should take accountability for that.
Okay. So I do see that you have a valid license at this time.
Yes.
Your Honor, given the fact that she has a valid license at this point, the township would make the following offer. We'll amend, add account two, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That is the $180 fine, 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that civil infraction, I'll dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Ms. Ho, I would recommend admitting responsibility, taking that offer.
Yes.
So you are accepting responsibility for the reduced charge of impeding traffic?
Yes.
Okay. You are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. How much time do you need to do that?
2 weeks.
Okay. So what I will do is set a control date for April 30th. So if the amount is paid in full before that date, then that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come. Otherwise, we'll check in to see where you're at on April 30th. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. If you don't have any questions for the court, then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Is he connected? Yes. Okay. Now calling case number 24W000278B, the Township of Ypsilanti versus Jason Jones. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorneys.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with and on behalf of Jason Jones. Mr. Jones, can you state your name?
Jason Jones.
Today's the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I have is a citation dated January 23rd of 2024 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on South Huron Road at or near Joe Hall and did fail to display your license, or you had no license on your person. So I do see that you have a valid license.
Your Honor, in light of the fact that he has a valid operator's license, the township would make the following offer. We would amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That's a $180 fine, carries 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that civil infraction, I'll dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Mr. Jones, I would recommend, if it's okay with you, taking that offer and admitting responsibility.
Okay.
Okay. So are you admitting responsibility to the reduced charge of impeding traffic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then you are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. How much time do you need to do that?
Let's see. Can we do a month? Can we just do it like that?
Yeah. So what I will do is set a control date for May 28th.
Okay.
Okay. If the amount is paid in full before that date, that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come. Otherwise, we'll have a date to check in and see what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then we will see you on May 28th. And this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom. Okay, now calling case number 22W005468A. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Kaylin Morgan. Appearances for the record, starting with the attorneys.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with and on behalf of Kaylin Morgan. Mr. Morgan, can you state your name?
Alan Morgan.
Today's the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. I've got a citation dated October 30th of 2022 that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on Ecorse Road at or near Oaklawn Boulevard with an invalid license. I am seeing that you have a valid license now.
Your Honor, in light of the fact that he has a valid operator's license now, the township would make the following offer. We'll amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That carries a $180 fine, has 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that civil infraction, the township will dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Mr. Morgan, I would recommend taking that offer and admitting responsibility.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, so you are admitting responsibility to the reduced charge of impeding traffic. That's a civil infraction.
Yes.
Okay, you are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. How much time do you need to do that?
I can do it today.
Okay, excellent. Then I will set a control date for April 30th. That way, if something happens, we'll have a date to come back and check and see what happened. Assuming you paid in full before that date, that hearing will be canceled and you won't have to come.
Okay.
Okay. Then if you don't have any questions for the court, this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Ms. Burton Harris.
Good morning.
Good morning. What
I
brings
am
you
here
here?
simply to, I'm just simply here to observe Magistrate Braley.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to pop in, observe the traffic docket. And I can talk to you a little bit offline about that, or you, Mr. Barnett. But I have no specific interest other than just observing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
yes, good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Now calling case numbers 22W005569, 13W207538A and B and C. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Celinda Dunson. Appearances for
Yep.
the record, starting with the attorneys.
Yes.
Paul
this is
Barnett on
Celinda
behalf of the
Dunson.
township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgiles with and on behalf of Celinda Dunson. Ms. Dunson, can you state your name?
Celinda Dunson.
So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter ending in 5569. That is a citation dated November 7th, 2022, that charges you did operate a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Forest Avenue while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. I am seeing that your license is still currently suspended.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are you working on getting that
Yes.
fixed?
Yes, ma'am. I got a couple of more tickets for another couple of more counties that I have to take care of, and I've been doing that since then. I had like 9, 10 warrants out for traffic tickets.
Okay, so it looks like the only one that I'm seeing that's currently still got you suspended is the matter ending in 538B. That's a no proof of insurance ticket.
Really? So if I take care of that one, I can go get my license?
So I don't want to promise anything, but it appears from what I'm looking at that that is the one that is keeping you suspended.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay. I usually go in order unless you specify. So okay. It's 426 just on that one. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you could hear that, Ms. Dunson, but for the no proof of insurance ticket, you owe $426 on that one. Okay. And if you wanted to call in and take care of that, just make sure you're very clear about which ticket number that is.
Okay.
Okay. So I can give that to you again if you want to write it down.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. 13W207538. And it's the letter B as in boy.
Okay, and what district is this?
This one, 14B.
Okay.
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 Okay. Now, regarding the driving while license suspended, Mr. Barnett.
Your Honor, no objection to an adjournment to allow her to take care of that matter and get a valid license.
Okay. Thank you. And just so you're aware, Ms. Dunson, it looks like you do still have 3 warrants out of 14A2, 15th District, and 35th.
35th is Detroit?
35th. Where's 35th? I'm not sure if that's Wayne Canton. Oh, Canton. Oh, Plymouth? Plymouth. Okay. Plymouth.
Plymouth. Okay.
Right. Okay. So what I am going to do then is adjourn everything out. How much time do you think it'll take you to pay the 426?
I'm gonna apply for hardships and see if it'll take it down, but I don't know. At least 2 months.
Okay. So what I am going to do is adjourn this to July 23rd.
And the one on Plymouth, because I never went to jail in Plymouth. I went to jail in Canton, but I paid the bond and I didn't go to court to get it dismissed. Is that what Plymouth is about? Because I've never been pulled over in Plymouth.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It says that the court itself is in Plymouth. It looks like it might be Canton Township.
Yeah, because I went to jail in Canton, but I went to jail there. I paid the bond. I didn't go to court to get it dismissed.
Okay. You'd need to call them. It looks like it's a bench warrant for failure to appear.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'm adjourning the pretrial out to July 23rd, 2024. I'm also going to set the other 3 matters for show cause on the same date. Okay. If you're able to get that no proof of insurance paid off, then we will go from there. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If nobody has anything else, then this hearing's concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case numbers 23W004894A and B. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Tatiana Cochran.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgil is with and on behalf of Tatiana Cochran. Ms. Cochran, can you state your name?
Hiya, good morning, Tatiana Cochran. Okay, hello, sorry about that. I was trying to get the call connected.
Ms. McMullen, I'm in the middle of another case. Please keep yourself muted for now. Thank you. Okay, so today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter ending in 894B. This is a citation dated December 29th, 2023. That charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Rawsonville Road at or near I-94 with no license. And I am currently seeing that your license is not valid.
No, I never had a conversation with my public defender. Can I talk to her for a second?
Mr. Burnett, are you amenable to adjourning this so she can?
Yeah, I think that's fine. She can explore her options with her attorney in the meantime, and we could adjourn and she can look into trying to get a valid license.
Okay, thank you. So, Ms. Cochran, I can't put you in a breakout room today. I just don't have the ability to accommodate that this morning, but what I am going to do is adjourn this to April 23rd.
Okay.
So between now and then, somebody from the public defender's office may reach out to you. I would also suggest calling the public defender's office yourself. Okay.
Okay.
And then go from there. All right.
Okay. What
Okay.
time? What time is will it be?
So that'll be April 23rd at 9 a.m.
And okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Vergils, did you want to add anything?
No, Miss Cochran, our office will be in touch with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you've got your next date, and once again, it doesn't hurt for you to reach out to them either. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Then if you don't have any questions, your hearing is adjourned to April 23rd, 2024, 9 a.m. This hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. McMullen, can you please unmute for me? Thank you.
Yes,
And
sorry about that.
that's okay. Do you also go by Yasmin Warren?
Yes, McMullen, I'm married, but that's just like my kind of like the other name that I use, but my official name is Yasmin Warren.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Now calling case numbers 22W000964, 22W005506A and B. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Yasmin Warren. Appearances for the record, starting with the attorneys, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with and on behalf of Yasmin Warren. Miss Warren or Miss McMillan, can you state your name, please?
Yasmin Warren.
Okay, thank you. So today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter ending in 5506A. This is a citation dated November 3rd, 2022 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Holmes Road at or near Midway Boulevard with your license suspended, revoked, or denied. So I am seeing that you have a valid license at this time.
Your Honor, in light of that fact, the township would make the following offer. Will amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That's a $180 fine, 0 points, civil infraction. She could admit responsibility to that count, and I'll dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Miss McMillan, I would recommend taking that offer and admitting responsibility.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Ms. Warren or Ms. McMullen, you are accepting responsibility for the reduced charge of impeding traffic. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, you are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. The other two matters that I called, there was the matter ending in B for an expired plate, and the matter ending in 964, that was for speeding. Those were both set for show cause today. So if you need me to, I can give you your entire balance with those included.
Yes, can I get the entire balance?
You have the expired plate and a 182. Okay. You said 246 and 192? Okay, so your total for all three is going to be $618. How much time do you need to pay those?
Is it possible to do the 180 is the main one, or I'm sorry about my child in the background. The 180 is the main one, and then the other ones are just extra charges, or do I need to pay all of that? Because I can probably do the 180 this week and then do the probably do, if I can get about 4 weeks, I guess, or even 3, I think I can get it all paid off. Okay, one second. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So what I will do is set a control date for you of, we'll say May 28th.
May 28th, and you said it was $618.
Altogether, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're paying online, if you're paying, you can pay in full per ticket, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So if you wanted to pay the $180 for the impeding traffic ticket, then you can pay that in full online. If you need to make partial payments, like more than that, then my suggestion would be just to call the court and ask how you can arrange that, but you can mail things or bring them in to the 14B District Court. Okay?
Okay, so I can just pay for each one at a time. I can do it like
Yes.
that. Okay. And then if I I'm sorry, if I go in and just put in like my information, these will pop up and then I can just pay on them, correct?
It should, yes. If you have any issues with the portal, again, I suggest just calling the 14B District Court because the clerks would be able to explain it to you a little bit better than I can. Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
So we'll have another court date set for May 28th. Just to check in. If everything's paid off in full before then, that hearing will be canceled and you won't have to come.
Okay. And then what time would that be if I
That would be 9 a.m.
9 a.m.? Okay, thank you.
It'll be over Zoom just like this. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. If you don't have any further questions, then this hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. The device labeled Candace. You are Candace Price.
I am Candace Price.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 24W000319. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Candace Price. Appearances for the record.
Sorry about that. I was muted. Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Candace Price.
And Ms. Price, can you state your name?
Price, can you state your name?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
State your name for the record, please.
Oh, Candace Price.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I have is a citation dated January 27th, 2024 that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on Packard Street at or near North Hewitt Road with improper plates.
Do we know if the plate has been remedied and is now proper?
So
are you asking me, or I'm sorry?
The expiration date on it now appears to be 2026.
So can I speak? Am I allowed to speak or no? I don't know how this works.
Well, what I'm willing to do, since the information the judges gave me is that the plate is now valid, I'm willing to dismiss the ticket.
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
And for my grandfather, who I live with, put the incorrect tag on mine. He switched our tags. So when they saw the tag, they thought it was someone else's. And my grandfather just made a simple mistake. So.
Okay, so the prosecutor is dismissing the ticket. Okay, then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Okay. Okay. Thank you. He is not. Jada Olive.
Yes.
Now calling case number 23W003126. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Jada Olive.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Richiels with and on behalf of Jada Olive. Ms. Olive, please state your name.
Jada Olive.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. What I have is a citation dated July 28th, 2023, that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Harris at or near Forest with no operator's license on your person, or you did fail to display the license. I am seeing that you have a restricted license at this time.
Your Honor, given the fact that she has a valid, a restricted license, the township would make the following offer. We'll amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That is a $180 fine, 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that civil infraction, I'll dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Ms. Olive, I would recommend taking that offer and admitting responsibility.
Okay.
Okay. So Ms. Olive, are you admitting responsibility to the reduced civil infraction of impeding traffic?
Okay, wait. So I think I'm a little bit confused. So are you guys asking me, am I admitting to not having my license that day?
No. Because you have your license is valid currently, restricted, but valid. The prosecutor made the offer of reducing basically adding account 2, which is a civil infraction of impeding traffic, and dismissing the misdemeanor.
Okay. So no points on the license.
Correct.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Okay. So you are accepting responsibility for the reduced charge of impeding traffic.
Yes.
Okay. You are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. How much time do you need?
Can I have 30 days?
Yes. So what I will do is set a control date of April 30th. So if it's paid in full before that date, then the hearing will be canceled and you won't have to come. Otherwise, we'll have a date to check back in and see where you're at.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't have any further questions, this hearing is concluded. You are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 24000029. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Philip Bass.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Richiels with and on behalf of Philip Bass. Mr. Bass, can you state your name?
Philip Bass.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. This is a citation dated January 29th, 2024 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on E-Course Road at or near Pinewood Avenue while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. Also that you were operating without security, that is without insurance. I am seeing that your license is currently suspended. So. And I will note, Mr. Burnett, obviously I cannot take any sort of plea on the operating without security.
Is that the license an issue that he's going to be working on to try to get a valid license or not?
Mr. Bass, that question's for you.
Oh yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I don't have an objection to an adjournment to allow him to work to get a valid license if that's reasonable.
How much time do you think you need, sir?
Another
It looks
month.
like, oh, sorry. There's a ticket out of Romulus. That's at least part of the issue. So, is that one of the things that you're working on?
Yes.
So
And
I am
Your
going
Honor, in light of the security ticket as well, maybe we should move both matters to the judge's docket too.
Yes, that is what I am going to do. So, Mr. Bass, your matter is being adjourned to May 15th. Okay, and that will be on the judge's docket. No. This one's just, nope, all township. So May 15th, 9 a.m. over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. Okay, so that will give you time to work on getting your license unsuspended. If
Thank
nobody
you, Your
has,
Honor.
okay, thank you. If nobody has anything further, this hearing is concluded, and Mr. Bass, you're free to sign out of Zoom. Now calling case number 23W004496. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Trevor Jones. Appearances for the record, starting with the attorneys.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Trevor Jones. Mr. Jones, can you please state your name?
Trevor Jones.
You. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. I do see a citation dated November 23rd of 2023 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Grove Road at or near Harris Road while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. It does appear that your license is still suspended.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. I'm in the process of getting my license unsuspended right now. I have an appointment with a psychiatrist coming up. Everything was booked for a while.
I have no objection to an adjournment to allow him to continue to try to get a valid operator's license.
Thank you. How much time do you think you need?
Takes 2 months. Everything was booked for 2 months, and they just approved my insurance a couple days ago to get my appointment set up with the psychiatrist. So probably a couple weeks, if anything, just so I can get my evaluation done and then see where I have to move forward from there.
Okay. What I will do is adjourn this matter to June 25th.
June 25th.
Yes.
All right, yeah. That would be wonderful. Tell me that's great. That would be wonderful, Your Honor.
Thank you. So June 25th, 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom in front of me, and we'll see where you're at that point. Okay? So if you don't have any questions for the court, if nobody else has anything else, then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is April, May, June. Okay,
Now calling case number 20W002932. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Gj7n.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Virgil with and on behalf of Gj7n. Mr. Gatlin, can you please state your name?
McLeod Gatlin.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Gatlin, today's the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. This is a citation dated August 5th of 2020 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Harris at or near Marcus while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. I am seeing that your license is still suspended at this time. Is that something that you're working on?
Yes, ma'am. I just paid off all the tickets, and now I am working on that. I just need a little bit more time to get it done.
All right, Your Honor, no objection to an adjournment to allow her to finish that.
So it looks like there's a citation from 2021 out of Ypsilanti, so I'm guessing 14A2. That's keeping you suspended.
I wasn't aware of that one. I'm sorry.
I'll give you the citation number. Okay, write down the cite. Excuse me. Write down the citation number, please.
Okay.
Yes. 202-1479.
0479. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, and it just says Ypsilanti, so I'm guessing it's 14A2 because it does not appear to be us. So.
Okay. All right. I'll get right on that one.
Okay, and you do. Okay, this was printed on the 21st, but it does look like you have a number of warrants out of Romulus, the 34th, the 36th out of Detroit. Yeah, 14A2 out of Ypsilanti. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I will do is adjourn this to May 14th. And that will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom in front of me.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, you are welcome, and good luck.
Thank you.
And you're free to sign out of Zoom. This hearing is concluded. Now calling case number 23W004466. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Donovan Bigham.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
And Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey on behalf of Mr. Bigham. And Mr. Bigham, are you able to unmute and state your name?
Yes. Hello, my name is Donovan Bigham.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. What I have is a citation dated November 19th of 2023 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Grove Road at or near McGregor while your license was expired or canceled. I do see that you have a valid license.
Your Honor, in light of that fact, the township would make the following offer. We would amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. He can admit responsibility to that civil infraction. It carries a $180 fine and 0 points. In exchange for an admission to that civil infraction, I would dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Mr. Bigham, did you understand that?
Yeah, I did. I got it.
Okay. But would you like to admit responsibility to the civil infraction with the $180 fine?
Yeah, I do.
So you are accepting responsibility for the reduced charge of impeding traffic?
Yes.
Okay. You are sentenced to pay the $180 fine.
Okay.
How much time do you need?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay. So what I will do is set a control date of April 30th for us to come back. If it's paid in full before that date, then that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come, but otherwise we'll
Okay.
have to check in. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
If you don't have any questions, then this hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Now calling case number 20W000930. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Tiffany Sanatelli.
Yes.
On behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Richiels with and on behalf of Tiffany Sanatelli. Ms. Sanatelli, please state your name.
Tiffany Sanatelli.
So today's the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. You appeared before me on February 27th, and we adjourned so that we could follow up on whether or not you had a valid Tennessee license, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. Do you have a valid Tennessee license?
I do.
Your Honor, given that fact, I'd make the following motion. I would amend, add account 2, the civil infraction impeding traffic. That's a $180 fine, 0 points. In exchange for an admission of responsibility to that added count 2, the civil infraction, I would dismiss the original misdemeanor charge.
Ms. Sanatelli, if it's okay with you, I would recommend taking that offer and accepting responsibility.
Okay.
Okay, so you are accepting responsibility for the reduced charge of impeding traffic?
Yes.
Okay, you are sentenced to pay the $180 fine. How much time do you think you need?
I can pay it today. Is there also court fees?
Sure, how much? Or is it all included in the 180? It's just 180. It's just the 180.
Okay,
Every-
yes.
today.
Okay. Okay. And you can pay that online if you're paying in full at the
Yes.
14 District Court website. Okay. Okay. Then if you don't have any further questions, then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Now calling case number 23W003958, as well as 19W010223A and B and C, 20W000331B and C, 20W003031 and 1900186. So the matter set for pretrial is the one ending in 958, and that is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Amy Karsnick.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey on behalf of Ms. Karsnick. And Ms. Karsnick, if you could just state your full name.
Amy Lynn Jones, but it's under my maiden name, Amy Karsnick. I'm sorry, I'm at work.
So as I just stated, the matter ending in 958 is set for a pretrial today. And this is a citation dated October 5th of 2023 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Rossonville Road at or near I-94 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. And I am seeing that your license is currently suspended.
Yes, I'm in the process of getting that.
Okay.
I have a hold from Progressive Auto Insurance that they put a driver's license hold on my license until I paid off a bill that I had with them from 2009. I owed them almost $7,000. They did get a payment of $5,600. So I did ask for clearance for the rest of my payment because I paid for mostly all of it. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them because they garnished the taxes. So that's how they got their big amount of payment. And that's the only thing that's stopping me from my license. I've been working on this for almost 2 years to get my license back.
The township doesn't object to one more adjournment to hopefully have that matter resolved and have her get a valid license.
Okay. Then how long have you been waiting for an answer from them?
I just got the letter saying they sent out their money, so they haven't received their money yet. And this was just last week. So they said as soon as they received that payment, they would take the hold off the license. So I got the letter from the IRS stating that the money went to them, but they haven't received that payment yet.
Okay. And you said they got the letter saying that once they got the funding that they would take the hold?
Yep, I got the letter, so I faxed them the letter stating that that's where the money was going to. Actually, it's going to them, and then $253 was going to 14B Court. So I gave them that letter, and they said it should take 3 to 5 weeks for them to receive their money.
My question is, did you get a letter from the insurance company stating that when they got the $5,600 or whatever, that they were going to take the hold off?
No, they told me that over the phone. But they said when they got their payment, they would release a letter stating that it would be released, like that the hold would be taken off.
Okay. What I am going to do is adjourn this to June 25th.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. And then I will note, okay, so first, June 25th, 9 a.m., that will be over Zoom in front of me for another pre-trial. You do have a number of other matters. Obviously, these were set for show cause today. I don't have a completely updated balance.
Okay.
Like, but the one that I do have for you is $1,954.
Yes, I think it was around that time, that amount, when I looked online.
Okay. If nobody has anything else, this hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, you too. The device labeled iPhone, can I have your name, please?
Javier Mayo.
Thank you. Give us just a moment.
Yes, ma'am. Now calling case numbers 20W002555A, B, C, and D. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Javier Mayo. Appearances for the record, starting with the attorneys, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Vergils with on behalf of Javier Mayo.
And Mr. Mayo, please state your name for the record.
Javier Mayo.
Okay, thank you. So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in two of these.
What I have is a citation dated July 7th of 2020 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Harris Road at or near Parkwood with an invalid license, and also that you provided false ID to the police. And those were the matters ending in C and A. The matters ending in B and D are just set for show cause today. So I am seeing that your license is currently suspended.
Yes, ma'am.
And it okay, so it's the matters ending in A and B that are keeping it suspended, it looks like. So that's the giving the false info to the police and then the no proof of insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you working towards paying those off?
Yes, ma'am. I won't bring up what happened in another court, but unfortunately, I actually did go to Centerline and I tried to clear a ticket that I had from when I was 14 years old that was supposed to have been expunged. And the judge had actually incarcerated me while I was trying to clear my ticket.
Your Honor, if he's actually working towards obtaining a valid license, I don't object to an adjournment.
Okay, and this will be adjourned to the judge's docket because I cannot do anything with the matter ending in A as far as that goes.
That's fine.
So then
That happened when I was 14 years old, and they had me. Ma'am,
I hear you.
Centerline. A few weeks ago, we had set up for me to pay my my tickets and stuff for me to get my license back. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but for starters, I don't want you saying anything on the record that might not be in your best interest at this point. We're just adjourning your matter today. It's going to be on the judge's docket. If you're able to work on getting these tickets paid down before then, that will certainly help. But your next hearing is going to be in front of the judge. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that will be May 15th. And that'll be at 9 a.m. over Zoom like this. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Then, and I would suggest calling the public defender's office and you can talk to them about whatever was going on. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. If you don't have any questions, you've got your next court date, May 15th. That'll be over Zoom on the judge's docket. It looks like you are enrolled in the text message reminders, so you should get those. Okay?
Yeah.
Then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now calling case numbers 21W002016A and B. One 5W004184A and B, and 17W005465A and B. Appearances for the record, please.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
And Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Alexis Plumey on behalf of Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards, are you able to unmute and say your name?
Yes, Tazarius Edwards.
I do apologize because I don't think I actually specifically said this is Township of Ypsilanti versus Tazarius Edwards, so thank you for that. Okay, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter ending in 2016A. The other matters that were called are all set for show cause hearings. This pre-trial matter is based on a citation dated July 23rd of 2021 that charges that you did operate a motor vehicle on Ford at or near Parkwood while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. I am seeing that your license is still currently suspended.
Yes.
Okay. Is that something that you are working on resolving?
Yes. But first, I'm trying to take care of my collections. That's with 14A. That's kind of a more steeper balance at the time.
So it looks as though the matters keeping you suspended are these tickets from 2015, the matters ending in 4184A and B.
Yes.
Okay. So to pay those off would be $1,125.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, the township has no objection to an adjournment if that's his intention to pay those off and get his license back.
Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
is that what you're intending to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How much time do you think you need to do that?
I'm not sure because I owe collections for 14A like 2,600. So I've been trying to pay that down. So I mean I couldn't really give you a specific date at the time.
What I will do is adjourn this to the July 23rd date. So that will give you some time. And I'm sorry, what is it exactly that you're saying you're trying to pay with 14A?
Collections I owe from my I had just recently got off probation in October. They sent my I believe it's restitution.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've been trying to work on paying that.
Okay. Well, what I will do, as I said, is set you for a new pre-trial date on July 23rd. That'll be at 9 a.m. in front of me.
Okay.
We'll see where you're at then. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if nobody has anything else on this, then, sir, this hearing's concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So there doesn't appear to be anybody in the waiting room at this time. I am going to call the failure to appears, but were you going to say something, Mr. Barnett?
No, I just said, all right.
That works. Then to the attorneys, you are free to go unless you really want to stick around while I call the failure to appears.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right, see everybody later. Take care.
Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, I am now going to call the cases where the defendant did fail to appear. And these defendants should call into the 14B District Court as soon as possible because bench warrants may issue for their failures to appear if they have not already. 23W004768A and B, Lakeisha Barnes. 21W001284, 20W003204, Grisha Cheatham, that is Greshia Cheatham. 20W001934A and B, and 20W002130A. Deontay Clifton. 23W004859, Latrice Gibson. 21W002244A and B. 14W003590, 14W003571, 16W001855, and 21W002244C, Bria Gordon. 23W002987, Daryl Hicks. 23W003932, Kiala Keys. 24W000242A, Paul Nicholas. And 22W005733, Luis Ortiz. W002784,
3, 22W001306A, B, and C. Kwame Scott. Two one W001195A, Jayla Ware. 23W002043, Kenya Weatherspoon. And 20W001189A and B. 21W000598. 22W001536. And 23W001657A and B. Martiana Webster. That is Martiona Webster. Once again, those defendants that I called have all failed to appear, and therefore they should call the 14B District Court as soon as possible, as bench warrants may issue for their failures to appear if they have not already.